Hi everyone,
Hi.
welcome back to Stella Podcast. Today I have Nizam and Sunita with me.
Hello.
And what are we talking about today, guys?
We are talking about new launches in
Yep.
the upcoming 2025 schedule itself.
It's very exciting. It actually looks really exciting. Many new launches.
That's right, and today we are focusing on the ones that will be launching in the first quarter. And just over the weekend, we have the Ori that was launched, and guess what? It performed extremely well,
Yeah.
like beyond anybody's expectations, or maybe it's within people's expectations, right?
Yep.
86% sold within the launch weekend.
Yep.
I think that's very healthy figures, indicating the market is already fully recovered from post-COVID, and I think like this will set the standard or the benchmark for the upcoming launches in 2025. Previously, we also discussed about 2025 being one of the largest number of launches in
That's right.
right.
this period. So the Ori has already set the stage with 86% sold within the first day. I think that's very healthy moving forward in 2025. Yeah.
Yep. Looks like it.
Yep, and the per square foot price was actually higher than Chuan Park. In fact, the average per square foot price was 2,007. Yeah, which is quite high. I mean, given that Toa Payoh is in the RCR, right?
That's right.
And then Chuan Park was so-called in the OCR, borderline the RCR at 2.5 per square feet. So Sunita, what other new launches can we expect in first quarter 2025?
Actually, the upcoming ones are Lentor Central Residences, Alta, and Parktown Residences.
see.
We'll break down their unique selling points and pricing, locations, and who might find these properties interesting.
Probably we can start with Lentor Central Residences. Maybe Charles, you can give us a quick overview of Lentor Residences.
Yep. All right. So for Lentor Central Residences, it will be launched maybe in late February or early March. And it is the sixth plot of land in the Lentor collection that will be launched.
That's right.
And what we can expect from Lentor Central Residences is a unique mix of 1 to 4 bedrooms. Lentor collection, or rather Lentor Central Residences, there's gonna be about 477 units that will be launched in sometime late February or early March. So Sunita, why don't you tell us about the other 5 sites that were already launched in Lentor?
Okay. Lentor Mansion sold about 97%. Lentor Modern, fully sold, 100%. Can you believe it?
Nice.
And Lentor Hills, close to 99%. Hillock Green, above, over 80%. And Lentoria is still doing okay, but it's like about 70% sold. Looking at the number of transactions that has taken place in that area, I think our Lentor Central Residences is really going to do well too.
Okay.
Right, and also the land cost for Lentor Central Residences is actually slightly lower than those of Lentor Modern, Lentor Central Hill Residences. So the developer will have similar pricing strategy, or in fact the prices could be more attractive compared to the previous launches that were already launched. So let's move on to the next project, right? Next project. What other new launch that we can expect, Nizam?
I think the next one that we're looking at is Alta, right?
Yeah.
So Alta, located somewhere in Clementi, caters to younger families. Units are spacious, starting with 1 bedroom plus study, going all the way up to 5 bedroom units. And I think the pricing starts from 1.1 million, which is relatively affordable in that area itself. So if you compare that towards Lentor Central Residences, right? It's definitely more affordable, and I think that's something that the potential buyers can look into when it comes to Alta.
And also, right, that area, it really gives people who reside there a lot of greenery areas. There's a lot of parks, there's, kids' playgrounds, there's jogging tracks, even a co-working cafe, and schools and shopping centers are within walking distance. So it's all about convenience and lifestyle. And I think people this day, what they want is when they step out of their home, they want to be easily accessible to all these amenities, so that life is really about them living in that area and flourishing together.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. I think that's what the 10 minutes dream is about when it comes to HDB residences, right? when I think like when a lot of people think about living in condominiums, it's always like a bit far off in terms of accessibility towards like amenities and things like that compared towards like HDB residences. But over the years, I think like a lot of developers, they have like kept that in mind to make things a lot more accessible by sometimes providing shuttle bus services towards
Yep.
the MRT stations. They even have like convenience stores right located at the level 1 of like the condominiums themselves. And I think like this is a very good improvement compared to like older developments itself. So I think like residents that are going into this market, they can look forward towards like amenities being like a 10 minutes distance from themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. And also Alta has a very good location because it's connected to many schools.
Yeah.
Yep. So Sunita, do you want to elaborate?
The very famous school is Nanhua.
That's right.
It's
Nanhua
walking
Primary, yeah.
distance. I once sold a landed property in that area, and to be very honest, the buyers that came in were all mainly young families who are starting really in advance. Like, they had children who are maybe aged like 3 years old, 2 years old. One even had a newborn baby, and they were coming to that area because they want their child to go to Nanhua. So it's these days, youngsters or younger parents are already thinking years ahead of what they can actually do
Correct.
in order for their children to go to good schools around that area.
Yeah.
Like NUS is there.
Correct.
Everything is very close by. There are international schools around as well. So it's really about convenience.
Yep, and it's not just Nanhua Primary, it's Nanhua High School.
That's right.
Nanhua High School, and then right opposite Nanhua High School, you have your NUS High School of Math
That's
and
right,
Science.
that's right.
And then just across AYE is your NUS.
Yep. And we have Anglo-Chinese as
Correct.
well. ACS is also there in
Correct.
Dover. So it's all within that area.
Yep.
So parents are, really looking into living in this Clementi area as well.
Yeah, I think like as parents, right, they can look forward towards like their child starting out from primary 1,
Yeah.
ending all the way until like primary 6, and then going into secondary school, and then after that, subsequently going to NUS without even leaving that Clementi area
That's right.
itself.
That's
And I
right.
think
That's
that
right.
it makes the children, a lot better in terms of like their education because they can afford to sleep a bit later. Don't have to travel, worry about distance when it comes to traveling to schools. I mean, personally, I had to travel for quite a bit, right? Living in like the outskirts of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But I think like younger families, like what you mentioned, Sunita, living over there, they are really blessed to be surrounded by good schools like these. And after that, their children can look forward into like beginning their education system right from the start all the way until like they graduate from their university themselves.
That's right. Very true.
Now let's move on to the last one. The last new launch that will be expected in 2025 first quarter. Parktown Residences. So Parktown Residences is located in the new Tampines North area.
Yep.
Integrated development. It's going to be a massive development, over 1,000 plus units.
Wow.
Yep. And I think Singaporeans, we love our integrated developments, right?
That's
For
right.
the reasons that you just mentioned. So many
Yep.
amenities. And you have your bus interchange there as well. Next time you have a Tampines North Cross Island Line MRT.
It's convenience at your doorstep.
Exactly.
That's right.
I mean, as a Tampines resident myself, I mean, I will really look forward in terms of like the development of Parktown because it expands like the matured estate of Tampines further up north, which is bordering Pasir Ris and also Tampines themselves. And I think like the amenities, right? You are a stone's throw away from like the 3 large malls,
Yeah.
like IKEA, Giant, and also IKEA, Giant, and Quartz.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then after that, of course, you have your bus interchange right at the basement, and then you have also shopping centers over there, and even like even the surrounding amenities, right? You have schools such as UWC, United World College Southeast Asia, their East Campus, and then after that, you have also primary schools over there that are surrounding within the 2 kilometer distance themselves. And I think like Parktown has a lot of things to offer, especially with like polyclinic that just opened somewhere last year. And I think like residents, right, living over there, they can enjoy this host of new facilities with like Eco Green Park Tampines that's at the north side of like the development that just opened some late last year, and then after that, there's a PCN network that stretches all the way across until like Sembawang if you wish to cycle.
Wow.
From Tampines to Pasir Ris and then subsequently to Punggol all the way until like Yishun. So I think like Parktown is definitely exciting. It's something that I am personally looking forward to in terms of like the development in the next couple of years, especially with like the upcoming Brown Line that's all opening in Tampines North, and I think like this allows more accessibility for residents right living in Tampines North. Because right now, as a Tampines resident myself, we are really enjoying so many facilities in this mature estate. But with Tampines North upcoming, Tampines residents are going to be like spoiled for choices when it comes to like, their amenities.
So I guess, right, for Nizam, Parktown is the development that he really would want to. But on the other end, for me, who has been a Westie all my life long, I think Alta stands out. It's perfect for families looking for affordability without compromising on their lifestyle.
Yeah. What about you, Charles? Which one are you looking forward to?
I'm a Eastie as well. I'm definitely looking forward for Parktown residences.
Yes.
And I heard the prices, because it's a mega development, right? There's a likelihood of lower cost and maintenance fees. And the prices could be just really around starting from 2,000 per square feet.
Okay.
Yep. And of course, this
That's
is
actually
just
good. That's actually good for buyers, right?
Yep. And this is just our personal opinion. Of course, it really depends on the developer when they launch.
Yep.
And expected TOP will be in 2028.
So this is something that potential buyers they can look forward to for new launch. I mean, compared to Tampines Avenue 10 stretch where all the condos are located, I think Parktown is situated right smack in the middle of like the Tampines North Hub region itself, and that's going to be really good for residents over there.
Actually, I'm very excited with integrated developments. It's just something that you really want. That's your future. Everything is just there. You come down and everything is just beside you, and I think that's what everyone is looking for these days.
Yeah, definitely.
Very interesting topic that we had today on all the different launches that's going to take place in this year. Looking forward to more. We still have many more coming up, right?
For sure.
Yes.
We haven't even talked about Marina Bay area yet.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's another...
massive project that's coming.
Yeah, that's true.
But in any case, it's great insights from everyone. And I think like... at the end of the day, it really depends on your priorities, your connectivity, how's your family, your living. Are you going to be buying it for your own homestay or is it for investments? So reach out to any one of us. We'll be happy to walk you through in terms of the financials, in terms of the potential, in terms of like the future itself. So at the end of the day, do your due diligence before you make any real estate investments.
Yes.
So that's all for now from us.
And feel free to share your feedbacks or your questions with us. We are always here to answer to your queries.
Yep,
Right, guys?
That's right. So feel free to reach out to any of us,
Yep.
and we see you in our next podcast.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.